Minnesota Vikings have a big decision to make this offseason regarding the future of now free agent defensive end superstar Everson Griffen. The 32-year-old captain is coming off an 8-sack year, as well as he recorded his second highest pressure season of his career with 70, and also he was very bigly instrumental in the Vikings win over the Saints in the division round. It seems like, wildcard round, sorry. It seems like so long ago. Whatever. Remember, it had a sack and a half, had a bunch of pressures, was in Drew Brees' grill all damn day. So 97 is back. It's all great. Now we're here because of what transpired last offseason. Because last year, Everson Griffen, actually go way back to the 2017 offseason, Everson signed like a 4-year extension that kept him on the Vikings through 2022, which seemed excessive because he still had a couple years left on his regular deal. But then progressed to 2018, missed 5 games that season due to some mental health issues. Thankfully got those worked on and off the field. And Everson, fast forward to the offseason of last year, was due to count $10.9 million against the cap. And this is a team that needed that cap space. They need to finesse it because #cap is a myth. But you do have to move some things around. Like, there's always money in the banana stand, but you have to go look in the banana stand. And Robbie B did just that. And, they needed the space because they had just re-signed Anthony DeBar to the 5-year, $67.5 million deal, which, yeah. But then at the last second, 11th hour before the Vikings were having to decide if they were going to cut or keep Everson Griffen, Everson took a $3 million pay cut with the caveat that if he balled out this season, the remaining years on his deal will be voided and he could hit free agency. So he hit both of those, actually smashed both of those, because he played over 56% of the defensive snaps and had over 6 sacks per spot rack. So now Everson Griffen goes from being under contract for the next 3 seasons to being a free agent. Plus, here's the thing. A couple things going on with this voiding. So, it's kind of nice for the Vikings because it does clear $13.869 million off the Vikings 2020 cap liability, although 0 of that would have been dead, so it's mainly just formality. But downside is Everson had such an amazing bounce back year, still obviously has gas left in the tank. The team should want him back, so now they lose control over where Everson Griffen can play and the market rate at which he was signed at from that earlier extension. So it's sort of an is what it is spot, but I think the Vikings, it would behoove them to have 97 back in purple for next year because it's clear he still has a lot to play for, should be in the comeback player of the year race. And also, for Everson, he does have a great support system here in Minnesota. Whatever it took for him to get his stuff straight and get back in the game in 2018, it's all right here in the great state of Minnesota. So, moving on to a new team for a little bit more money or whatever. Adding the stress of starting over a new city, a new team, new professionals, may not be the best option at this point. And also, with Everson, he's been at the Vikings his entire career. I'm sure he would love to start and finish in one spot. Just adding to that legacy that he already has here in purple. And also, this team is still relatively close, especially in 2020. It's going to be all in or bust. That's it. We got one card to go. We're on a flush draw. We're dogs, but we're still in the fight. And Everson may see it that way. So I think it would be best for Everson and the team to run it back again. Give him a fresh 2 or 3 year deal with some guaranteed money up front, even if it does mean that, hey, you are choosing between Everson Griffen and to be free agent Stephen Weatherly. It really could come down to that situation. But I think it helps that the Vikings found a gem in Afadio Denebo, where he is a little bit younger than Weatherly, as well as he is under contract for 2 more years, which is really important. So I think Stephen Weatherly, who certainly earned starter-level money, will get that, but will probably be somewhere else that the Vikings decide to retain Everson, because I just don't see with the Vikings their current cap situation where they're going to pay Everson and Stephen Weatherly, plus they have Afadio Denebo just there chilling. So I don't see them doubling up on DNs there, but I think the Vikings should be happy to spend $10 million or more per year, whatever it takes to keep Everson, who is a highly productive player, a team captain, and just the heart and soul of that defense in purple for 1 more year and see what happens. But your thoughts? Everson Griffen is going to be a Viking in 2020. Let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, pull us up on the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. But till next time, Skol, production value.